What if the key to happiness lies not in what happens to us, but in how we respond? This question is at the heart of Stoicism, a philosophy that originated over 2,000 years ago in the bustling city of Athens. It was the 3rd century BC, a time of great intellectual ferment. Into this vibrant world, a man named Zeno of Citium stepped onto the stage. Zeno was a merchant by trade, but after a shipwreck left him stranded in Athens, he turned to philosophy. Enchanted by the works of Socrates, he started to develop what would later be known as Stoicism. Zeno's philosophy was simple, yet profound. He taught that virtue was the highest good, a belief he borrowed from the Socratic tradition. But he added a twist. According to Zeno, virtue wasn't just about knowledge or theoretical wisdom. It was about practical wisdom, about knowing how to act correctly in every situation. It was about self-control, about managing one's emotions and desires to live a life of moderation. Zeno's teachings struck a chord. Amid the chaos and uncertainty of the world, his message of inner peace and self-control resonated with many. His followers began to gather at the Stoa Poikile, a painted porch in Athens, to hear him speak. They would listen, discuss, and debate, slowly molding Stoicism into a comprehensive philosophy. What set Stoicism apart was its focus on daily life and behavior. Instead of getting lost in abstract theories and metaphysical speculations, Stoics were concerned with how to live well in the here and now. They sought to cultivate an inner fortress, a tranquil mind that could weather any storm. And so, Stoicism was born, a philosophy not of grand theories, but of daily life and behavior. It was a philosophy for the everyday person, a guide to living a good life, no matter what the world threw at them. From the bustling streets of Athens, Stoicism would go on to shape the world in ways Zeno could hardly have imagined. But that's a story for another time. But how did a philosophy from Athens find its way to the heart of the Roman Empire? The path of Stoicism from Greece to Rome was paved with intrigue and admiration. As Rome grew in power, so did its cultural appetite. The Romans, ever eager to learn from the best, found the Stoic ideals of virtue, wisdom, and self-control to be deeply compelling. And so, Stoicism journeyed westwards, crossing the sea and the mountains, to find a new home in the heart of the Roman Empire. In Rome, Stoicism found eager adherents among the educated elite, including some of the most influential figures of the time. Among them were Seneca, a statesman, and Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher. These figures, despite their vastly different backgrounds, found common ground in the Stoic ideals. Seneca, a man of power and influence, saw in Stoicism a guide for ethical leadership. His writings, filled with Stoic wisdom, served as a moral compass, not just for him, but for many of his contemporaries. Epictetus, on the other hand, found in Stoicism a path to personal freedom. Having endured the hardships of slavery, he used Stoic teachings to cultivate inner peace and resilience. Stoicism was not just a personal philosophy. It infiltrated the very fabric of Roman society, shaping its ethics and legal theory. The Stoic emphasis on reason and justice found resonance in the Roman legal system, which prized fairness and rational judgment. The Stoic principles of self-control and moderation also influenced Roman ethics, promoting a culture of restraint and discipline. But Stoicism was not just about rules and restraint. It was also about finding inner peace in a world of chaos, about accepting what we cannot control and focusing on what we can. This philosophy, born in the bustling markets of Athens, found its fullest expression in the grandeur of Rome, guiding individuals in their personal journeys and shaping the empire in its golden age. Stoicism was more than a philosophy. It was a way of life, guiding individuals and shaping the empire. But what exactly did the Stoics believe? At the heart of Stoicism lie 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These weren't just abstract concepts, but practical guides for everyday decision-making and behavior. Let's take a closer look. Wisdom, for Stoics, was the discerning knowledge of what is good, bad, and indifferent in life. It was the guiding compass that navigated the murky waters of ethical dilemmas. Courage was not just about physical bravery, but also the moral strength to confront fear, pain, or adversity. Justice, in the Stoic perspective, was about treating all individuals with fairness, irrespective of their status or background. And temperance, It was the virtue of self-restraint, the ability to control one's desires and impulses, to find the golden mean between excess and deficiency. In the Stoic view, virtue was not simply a lofty ideal, but a practical guide for daily life. How, then, does one live as a Stoic, you might ask? The answer lies in the cultivation of a particular mindset. Stoicism teaches us the art of self-reflection, encouraging us to look inward and examine our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. It pushes us to question why we react the way we do, and challenges us to alter our responses to life's many ups and downs. Mindfulness, a term often associated with Eastern philosophy, is also a cornerstone of Stoicism. It means being present, fully engaged with what's happening, free from distraction or judgment, with a soft and open mind. Stoicism also promotes acceptance. It encourages us to embrace the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. The world is indifferent to our desires, and it is up to us to navigate its tides. The Stoic believes in the power of the mind to shape our reactions and emotions. In the face of life's trials and tribulations, the Stoic finds serenity in the strength of their own mind. But what can we learn from the Stoics today? Let's turn our focus to Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers. Born a slave in Rome but later freed, Epictetus had a unique perspective on life that formed the foundation of his teachings. One of his central beliefs was the concept of control and acceptance. He taught that while we cannot control the world around us, we can control our reactions to it. Epictetus urged us to accept the things we cannot change and focus our energy on the things we can. This belief is encapsulated in his famous quote, "We cannot control the world around us, only our reactions to it." The wisdom in these words is timeless and resonates even in our modern times. It's a reminder to take control of our emotions, our actions, and our thoughts, rather than letting outside events dictate our lives. Epictetus reminds us that in a world of uncertainty, the one thing we can control is ourselves. So, how has Stoicism influenced the world? Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece and refined in the heart of the Roman Empire, has left an indelible mark on the sands of time. Its influence permeates the tapestry of human thought, from the lofty realms of Western philosophy to the practical applications of modern psychology. In the sphere of Western philosophy, Stoicism introduced a revolutionary idea that virtue and morality should be the guiding principles of life, rather than the pursuit of pleasure or avoidance of pain. This ethos has shaped countless philosophical movements, from the Renaissance humanism to the Enlightenment's focus on reason. Even today, the Stoic emphasis on virtue and self-control is echoed in contemporary ethical debates. Stoicism also had a profound influence on Christianity. The Stoic idea of logos, a divine rational principle governing the universe, found a new home in Christian theology. The Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance were embraced by early Christian thinkers and incorporated into the cardinal virtues of the Church. The echoes of Stoic thought can be found in Christian teachings on patience, humility, and acceptance of life's hardships. Now let's fast forward to the 21st century. Stoicism has found a surprising ally in modern cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. CBT therapists often encourage patients to challenge their automatic negative thoughts, a concept that resonates with the Stoic practice of questioning our reactions to external events. The Stoic idea that we control our responses, not the events themselves, has become a cornerstone of CBT, and so Stoicism continues to resonate today. Its ideas continue to shape our world, encouraging us to seek virtue, embrace challenges, and recognize our own power over our thoughts and emotions. It offers timeless wisdom for navigating the complexities of human life, from the philosophical debates of the ancient agora to the therapy rooms of modern psychology clinics. From ancient Rome to modern psychology, the echoes of Stoicism can still be heard. But is Stoicism still relevant today, one might wonder? In our 21st century society, we've seen a resurgence of interest in this ancient philosophy. The timeless wisdom of the Stoics seems to resonate now more than ever. In an age of endless digital distractions, the Stoic emphasis on mindfulness and presence has found a new audience. Their teachings offer a refuge, a way to navigate through the storm of stress and anxiety that modern life often brings. Furthermore, Stoicism provides a framework for decision-making that encourages us to consider the bigger picture, to focus on what's truly important. It inspires us to strive for personal growth, not by chasing external validation, but by cultivating inner virtue and resilience. In a world where we're constantly bombarded by the new and the novel, the Stoic reminder to appreciate the simple and the enduring is particularly poignant. Even in our fast-paced, high-tech world, the ancient wisdom of the Stoics still has much to offer. But what does Stoicism mean for you? Well, it's more than just a philosophical concept. Stoicism is a practical guide to life, a way of navigating the world with grace and composure. And the good news is, it's not reserved for ancient Greek philosophers or Roman emperors. You can apply Stoic principles in your own life, here and now. Imagine facing life's challenges with a sense of calm and clarity, instead of succumbing to stress or anxiety. That's the promise of Stoicism. Let's explore some practical Stoic exercises that can help you achieve this. Firstly, journaling. This is a powerful tool for self-reflection, a cornerstone of Stoic practice. By regularly writing down your thoughts and feelings, you can gain a deeper understanding of yourself and your reactions to the world around you. This practice can help you identify negative thought patterns and work towards changing them. Next, mindfulness. Stoics believed in the power of the present moment. They understood that dwelling on the past or worrying about the future only leads to suffering. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn to stay focused on the present, enjoying life as it unfolds moment to moment. Lastly, reframing negative thoughts. Stoicism teaches us that it's not events themselves that upset us, but our interpretations of them. By learning to reframe negative thoughts, you can change your perspective and transform your experience. Instead of viewing a setback as a disaster, see it as a learning opportunity. Instead of seeing a criticism as an attack, view it as a chance to grow. These Stoic exercises are not quick fixes. They require time, patience, and practice, but the rewards are worth it. Over time, you'll find yourself becoming more resilient, more composed, and more at peace with the world. Remember, the goal of Stoicism is not to eliminate emotion, but to help us live more mindful, fulfilling lives. And that, dear listener, is a goal we can all strive for. So, what's the takeaway from our journey through Stoicism? Stoicism, a philosophy born in the bustling markets of ancient Greece, later adopted by the noble statesmen of Rome, has stood the test of time. It champions virtues such as wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. It teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot, urging us to accept the latter with grace and tranquility. This ancient philosophy isn't confined to history books. Its relevance echoes in our modern world. It encourages us to lead a life of purpose, resilience, and inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. It's not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. I urge you to delve deeper into Stoicism, explore its teachings, and contemplate how they can enrich your life. Consider the power of Stoicism, not as an archaic doctrine, but as a timeless guide to living a fulfilled life. As we navigate the sea of life, let Stoicism be our compass, guiding us towards wisdom, virtue, and peace of mind.